Hello and welcome to this Sagaciti Insight how-to video guide for how to create reports. For more information on our others, look at www.sagaciti.co.uk. So we're going to look at reports on the first self-assessment. You can see from the RAG chart that there is some still left to do. And actually we're going to access the reports via toolkits. We're going to select the name of the toolkit for self-assessment, and then in the top right hand corner we hover over actions and we come down to the three report types: summary, complete or custom reports. So that's one way of getting into the reporting. If we go back to the dashboard, the other route in is to go via first self-assessment to the RAG matrix, go back to the toolkit, and then you come back to the same actions button where you get summary, complete and custom reports. We're going to start with the summary report. This is a really high level report. You can set the score level you wish to be shown within the report from any of the PAX levels. We're going to use sub-element. And you can choose whether you display completeness or not, or we choose to show it. And here you can enter your title. You can see previous titles come up. You can just select them if you choose to. You can either generate the report on screen or you can generate it directly to a PDF. We'll start by generating on screen. And here you see a very simple summary report which shows the principle, it gives the description, it gives the guidance, it shows you what level you're scoring at, and you also see any evidence or comments you've entered in the rationale box. You get the principal score together with the principal assessment, and you get the overall score together with the overall RAG assessment, and you get the RAG chart. You also get an offer here of help and how to contact us. You can see the grey element means some of it's not been completed. Then simply, if you need that as a PDF, click Generate PDF. And you see the summary report for Sagaciti Demo Self-Assessment. You can see the principle, the RAG chart, the description and guidance, and the rationale we entered. Then overall at the end, you can see the overall assessment. So we're going to go back to the toolkit, hover over actions. This time we're going to select complete report. This gives a full report of everything. It's quite lengthy, but it does give you a very quick way of generating everything you've got in the system. Again, you have the PAX levels for scoring, and you can enter a title and display the completeness. This time, you still get the same options to generate on screen or generate the PDF, so we'll go straight to PDF. Again, you can see the title, this time we're having a look at just some of the pages. So you can see that we've added the rationale, we've added some text boxes to highlight some of the comments. This one we've highlighted an action. You can see how that presents in the report. You can see it's at the key element, it tells you what the title is, and it shows you the score for this key element. You can add an image, and this shows how that's represented in the report. and we also added a table to demonstrate how that would appear in the report. Further down we've entered a large amount of text to show you how that's handled by the report, including some images. So all this text you're seeing now on the next couple of pages is all in one rationale box. You can see the images that we've loaded into it, a table, and other text. And at the bottom we've got the overall score. You can see overall this is amber. You have the assessment at amber. You have the RAG chart showing those areas not completed. So now we're going to have a look at the custom report. Again, you have the score levels that you can select, and you can choose to show or hide completeness. You can add the title. And you can see the long list of all the packs underneath the title. And if you want to, you can simply select everything. So whilst this looks fairly daunting, you can select everything or deselect everything in one go. For the principles, you can add the pies, so the RAG charts. For the approaches, you can add the RAG chart. For the key elements, you can add the pies, and you can see that it selects them all throughout the list. Similarly for the sub-elements, if you add the pies, it selects them all throughout the list. You can add descriptions or not, and guidance as well. And you can see when you click these buttons here, it makes the amendments in the list here. So this is a quick way of selecting or deselecting areas you want. Again, you can see we selected sub-element descriptions, and they're selected throughout the list. Because you can generate reports on screen, you may well want to have a look at what these look like and choose which suits you best. You can see the rationale here. These only come up where evidence has been entered into the original toolkit. So you can see the pie and the description were selected at the top. If you want to select the rationale, you can just select the button. But you can see at this one there is no rationale available, and that's because no evidence was entered into that, albeit I know that we entered a pie score into that and entered a RAG red amber green score. We're also going to select the rationale for the entry we made with the very large evidence entry. Again, you can generate on screen, or you can go straight to PDF, and we're going straight to PDF. So here's our custom report. You can see the title we selected, and you can see the principle here with the RAG pie and the entries we made throughout. You can see here we deselected the pie charts for the key element, so they're not shown. We selected the descriptions, so they're in there for the sub-elements, and we selected rationales. So there's some real flexibility with what we select, and also we're just scrolling down now, and we're going to have a look at the large evidence entry just to show how that is handled in the report. So we go back to the custom screen, and we're going to have a look now at just selecting some of the elements where there is a rationale and deselecting those where there is no rationale. So you can see that 30.2.1.3, and we have URNs that run throughout. There's no rationale, so we've removed it. And we're adding in where we're seeing rationales. So whilst this takes a little time, the reality is it gives you a bespoke report that suits what you need, and it means you can leave information you don't want out of the report. So you have the choice and the flexibility to select either the high-level summary, the complete report to show everything, or come into the custom and either select individually like this or via the buttons at the top of the page. So we're now going to generate that on screen. Then have a look at it in the PDF format. So again we see the custom report demo. We get the reports that are being made. And at 30.2.1.3 you can see that's not shown. So we've actually hidden the ones that we don't require, and we're just showing the elements we want on the other. These two key elements again have no rag chart shown, and you could deselect those altogether if you didn't want them there. We've tried to build in some real flexibility in the reporting so you can get out of it what you want. If you require any more information, please contact us at info@sagacity.co.uk. Thank you.